of water this evening.
Yeah.
There was a piece of actual beef in the bowl.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to get the taste out of my mouth.
Have some salsa or something.
I had some of the Welch's fruit snacks.
Okay.
Had like a couple months where I was really good at getting the little red ball, and I've just totally lost the touch somehow.
Yep. Did you see the button to push to make that go away?
No.
It's in broadcast settings.
No.
Will that pause your broadcast? I don't know if you can change settings while you're... Maybe. Yeah, you uncheck that box.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So then it's full screen, which is nice. Alright, time to go talk to the gladiators, I think, because I am pretty sure I've got quests with them. Better.
No, not quite. But I could match that one. I don't want to just get 10 of the big ones. I want to keep trying for the small ones. Hey, I got one.
Excellent.
There we go. Fashion report time. Because it's the weekend and I forgot to do it last week.
Yeah, I need to do all that too, but
But you actually want to do plot stuff.
yeah, and I'll definitely be able to want to hit it around 7 when it's the big cactpot rollover.
Yeah, I'm just getting this stuff out of the way.
That makes sense. I love being able to fly in Thanalan. Very convenient.
There we go. Alright. Gotta do some main story quest myself.
I love this new antelope mount that I got from Rack. It's so cute. It's actually really funny too on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It can kind of trot, and it walks like a Lalafell. Very determined. Squawk, squawk. I guess this gait is more like a gallop than a trot. But, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not an expert on horse gaits. Or antelope gaits, which may be different.
They are a behooved animal.
Right?
Airship landing. Where's the airship landing? Oh, that's right. I remember now. It's been a while since I've been to Ishgard.
Yep.
What gets me? Oh, okay. I can see that.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. This person's name is Quest Giver. And Skittles. Their name. And Skittles. Free Company Ramen. Love it.
I appreciate the Ironworks paying for things, but I do have a lot of gil. I could probably pay for some of it myself.
My friend! After the disappointment of not seeing you in Alamigo, what good fortune to chance upon you here of all places. As you may have heard, the Allied nations are making a renewed effort to address the primal problem.
Oh, I didn't know the newest irregular tombstones had started.
Yeah, it started yesterday.
Huh. Like we just had it.
Since the war with the Empire appears to be nearing its conclusion,
Figure out what I want.
I would also like to call upon Estinian's lance. Alas, he is, as ever, a difficult man to find. I am informed he recently paid a visit to the Rising Stones. Should he happen to do so again, be sure to pass on my regards, won't you? But tell me, what business brings you to our fair city this day? A cure for tempering. You never cease to amaze me. Until now, our only hope has been prevention, our every failure irrevocable. But this would rewrite the rules of engagement. It could end the cycle of bloodshed. Very well. You shall have all the ceruleum we can provide, and an airship with which to transport it. In this matter, you may count on Ishgard's full support.
I wonder if the New Game Plus lets you start in different cities.
Oh, Hey, Andrew. Hello?
I saw him sign on.
Sometimes it takes a minute for the voice thing to come through.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey.
It said Andrew is in the party, but I haven't heard him yet.
It's telling me connecting on his.
Ah, that
That's
makes
when I
sense.
see it on the phone screen. I saw his name. Oh, there he is. Hello.
How's it going?
Oh, there you
There.
are. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I'm in a queue to get in. 31 people ahead of me. That's not too bad.
Nope.
No. I've never seen it be like 500 people. It's always like 20 people. I don't know why that is. It's
New patch day.
Yeah.
New patch day, it was thousands. I took
okay.
screenshots. I couldn't get over it.
Yeah, when Destiny had the new season start on Tuesday, and they had to do emergency maintenance and shut down their servers. when the servers came back and we were all trying to get in, I was number like 9,700 something.
God.
It was great.
How is life down in Australia?
Freezing. Very cold today. It was freezing last night. It's been cold all this morning. It's we're
I'm
finally
sorry
getting
to-
some winter.
Yeah, kind of. What is it now? Late autumn? Or is it winter
I'd
yet?
say-
What's the first
No,
day of
it's
winter?
not it's not officially winter. Oh, don't ask me. I don't know time.
Isn't it usually the same, like June 21st or so?
I don't know
it's,
I don't know what it is in the U.S. for like summer. Is
Yeah,
it June
'cause it's-
21st?
Yeah, because it's based on like solstice stuff.
Oh, okay, so we got another month before winter starts really there.
officially, yeah.
But that's like, isn't
I
the
never-
solstice the middle of winter? Like, doesn't it start getting away from winter after that? Or isn't the solstice the middle of the season?
Well, it's the solstice is the darkest night, and so it's been getting progressively darker to that point, and then the longest night, and then it gets progressively lighter
Yeah,
from there.
it's technically
So that
like
should be the
center.
heart of winter.
The equinox is the seasonal change point, I think. When
Okay.
well, one of them.
Well,
yeah.
but you have to have four, right? 'Cause there are 4 seasons, so
Yeah.
the equinoxes change from.
Between
But
two of
the
them.
thing is, weather does not match
No, the months. Yeah.
the equinox
Oh, okay.
stuff and things exactly. It's not like, okay, from solstice to equinox are the coldest days, and that's winter. It's not necessarily.
Okay, so officially we're in autumn till the end of May. My whole life, I have had things around me that have told me which months are which season, and it has never stuck. And it wasn't until I got an ADHD diagnosis that I worked out why it never stuck.
That makes sense.
That makes a lot more sense. I have no concept of time, and this doesn't make sense to my brain. So it just goes, okay, I'll believe you, and completely drops the information after it tells me.
I have a mild form of synesthesia where whenever I'm thinking about months in the year, it's like it exists in physical space in front of me. And so I have a very
That's
good
gonna be,
concept.
yeah, that's going to be handy. It turns the concept into spatial recognition rather
Yeah.
than just abstract concepts. Yeah.
Right. And it's
Yeah,
funny
I
because like
can't do
spring
that.
and fall kind of are scrunched together, and then winter and summer are like stretched out, even though technically it's the same amount of time per season. But it's funny because Carrie has it too, and so does our dad. But we were talking about it as a family once because I read like an article, and I was like, oh yeah, I do this. And Carrie's like, oh yeah, me too. My dad's like, yeah, definitely. And my mom and my sisters were like, what in the world are you talking about?
Who are you people and how are we related to you? Yeah.
Right.
There's a of all things a music themed game show on it's a more a panel show with a game show swing that's on the ABC over here, and the other night was watching an episode and they had a woman on who's a composer and a musician who also has synesthesia, and she was saying people's voices have colours to her, and she said she talks about it as much as she can whenever she's on TV or in public at all, because she constantly hears from people going, oh my god, my child is not making up stories. It's not just they have a really active imagination and go, oh, the dog's blue. What are you talking about? No, it's a thing, and people don't necessarily know it's a thing. So She was telling them all what color their voices were, and they were fascinated.
That's so cool. It is so fascinating, right?
It really is. It's very strange, but very cool. The weird things the brain does. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh.
It's been a
So,
while.
what are we going to go for today? You said you're up to Diamond Weapon?
Lest you misunderstand.
Yes. I'm currently working on Gladiator questline stuff, but I am happy once I finish this cutscene to do Diamond Weapon or Eden, whichever.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm good
I've
with
got
any of
them
that.
both unlocked.
And so it proved. Is that not right, Garland?
I have read and watched some guides for both of them. They both we're up to Umbra in the Eden quest, and Diamond Weapon is pretty epic as well. They're both quite dramatic fights, so it should be interesting. A lot of very important dodging. I heard a lot of things about the Diamond Weapon one because there are teleporters, and that got people talking about the teleporters and the significance of having to teleport at the right time and not being the only person on the wrong platform at the wrong moment. So,
Yeah, I only did it once. I haven't. I did it once and definitely died a lot as I was trying to understand what was going on or where to be. It was not as direct as like Emerald.
Okay. Should I be a tank again or DPS?
And this research will be a stepping stone.
I think there are some pretty heavy tank mechanics in Diamond. There's some very specific, like at various stages at various stages the tanks will be hit with line AoEs that are just sporadic through the section, and they're full lines, so they'll hit anybody who is also in the path of them. So it's important for the tank to be in the right place for that one. And there are flare mechanics that hit the tank that they have to jump to the other platform or get as far away as possible to avoid hitting everybody else. And I watched I watched a video of it and went, geez, I'm glad I'm glad I don't have a level 80 tank. So this is not.
I mean,
not ready for
this. It's the
this.
kind of thing I'm sure I could do, but I'd rather.
Hang on a
not
second.
have that
I'm being shouted at.
responsibility.
What?
So that's a new voice actor.
be in order.
Okay.
Now, we
All
just
right.
have to wait for it to find us our magic.
Sorry, I've just been instructed. Told my brother is bringing their new dog to stay here briefly while he goes to get her a proper name tag, because they want to leave her in the backyard tomorrow, and they don't want to do that until they've got her a proper tag and ID information in case she makes a run for it.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
She is a Bull Arab cross bulldog, which I don't know how anybody did that, but they did on purpose. And she was the last one of their litter, and they had been planning on training her up as a pig dog or something, and they decided she wasn't aggressive enough. So she got surrendered to a group, and my brother has taken her on, and she is a little bit too old to be a puppy, but she still acts like a puppy, and she's still floppy like a puppy. So she's can't walk on a lead yet, isn't quite ready for that. It flops on the floor and gives up every so often. A lot of energy, and then nap time. So, it's going to be interesting to meet her.
Yeah. By the way, totally different subject, but Carrie wanted to make sure that Rack saw that Carrie was doing the Mass Effect thing.
Yes, yes,
but that
they've
there's
been
no
watching.
pressure. Okay, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, but that there's
Yeah.
no pressure for them to watch if they're not in the mood or something.
They were watching live for one of them, and they're like, Carrie said something. Like said hi, Rack, and Rack's like, well, either Carrie is hoping I'm watching, or she's seen that there's one person watching live and just assumes it's me. So, but yeah, no, they've been watching and they've been really enjoying it. So
That's fantastic. I'm so glad.
yeah.
In reality, Carrie set up a nanny cam in your home.
I was able to memorize the magic before it faded.
Dear.
It still needs to be put to the proof, but I believe we have our cure.
Oh,
Yeah, look.
hello, friend.
Hi, pigeon.
He's just sitting. I think he knows it's about first dinner time.
It's just as well.
I also did some reading and watching for the the Eden fight, and it's the one where sections of the floor will vanish if you stay on them too long. So
okay.
I have heard many things about this because it catches people out. You all get a debuff, so you can't jump to reset the timer. You have to actively move off the square that you're on to prevent the floor from collapsing, and someone else can accidentally do it as well. It looks like it's well telegraphed, but it's also there's a lot of mechanics. There's a lot of mechanics and a lot of
but we're getting into the ones that I've done more than once. Like, up until this point, I'd only done them once each, but now this last set, I've done a few times each, and some of them a fair amount. And Andrew's done them a whole lot, but so I'll be able to help too with some of the callouts and things.
And so should we queue? Because I think we might, without a tank for Diamond, we might have a long queue. And so should we queue up now?
We should queue up,
Yep.
Why don't we make a party?
There's also the possibility that we might have fewer people running Diamond today because the live letter kicks off in about half an hour, I think. And so some people just might not be on. Some people will be on and watching the live letter, of course, because people were doing that with everything yesterday. They did a "How do you like Heidelin" talk after the keynote, and that was part of the whale trains. We're a part for that. There was one specific, the server that the guys doing the talk were actually in. They told everyone what server they were going to be on and where they would be, and they were asking people, "It's cool if you want to come in and take a selfie with us, but please don't hang around too long. We would like to, do something. We don't want to be just flooded with people." So there were a lot of people on for that. You could barely see what was going on.
Oh, and something from I saw on the FanFest or whatever it is, that one of my wish list items is coming true for the next expansion, where they're dealing with the 12.
Oh yes, we get to find out more about the 12.
So the Alliance raid is going to be somehow based on that, I think.
Nice.
I saw a lot of comments. On that going, we're going to attack and dethrone God.
Right.
Time to go attack and dethrone God.
I will be back in a minute. I think it is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's time. Okay. See you in a bit.
A lot of excitement during the thingamajig yesterday, the keynote. A lot of people very excited.
Yes.
About a lot of different things. The Reaper job does look very cool.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I don't think I have a melee DPS, but I think I'm going to get a melee DPS, so that looks like fun. I want to try that one out. Even if I don't end up, doing much with it, it does look interesting. Sadly, the Cloud deck is not one of the ones that gets us Moogle Tombstones, so it won't be flooded with people. What about? And only the first round of Edens are eligible. The rewards for that are interesting. There's some cute things.
I need to sit and look at it. How long is that lasting? 2 or 3 weeks?
About 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
well, we'll see.
But Praetorium gives 20 this time instead of 10. And even Castrum gives you 14. They've boosted the numbers. And
that's good.
Some of the good things are quite cheap. There's a minion that is unique to this event of a little Moogle in a Taoist outfit, and that costs 1 tombstone. So that's unusual. Minions are usually at least 7.
Right.
But again, because they're doing because they're doubling how many you can get from most events, you can get the 7 fairly quickly. I've got 33 so far because I bought the Moogle and I ran Castrum and Praetorium yesterday.
Nice. Yeah, I might have to do some Praetorium this week while I'm doing some work.
It's also really good for leveling my Dancer. I'm not high enough up to do it with my Dark Knight yet, which is annoying. If I had managed to get to 50, I'd be willing to tank Praetorium. You don't need to do anything to tank Praetorium. That's fine, I can do that. That's easy. But it is doing a lot of good for my Dancer, so I want to get that up to 80 because I think I really want to run Rack through Copied Factory. They really want that gear copper, and it's a really intimidating raid for them. And I thought, okay, if I can get my Dancer to 80 and run it Dancer a few times and get a feel for it, it does feel like something that Dancer would be good for, because Dancer's so mobile compared to a lot of the other classes.
Absolutely.
And it is a real run and dodge type
back.
raid. Welcome back.
Okay, I'm going to sign us up for the Cloud deck. Yes?
Okay.
Cool. I have my notes
Bennett.
handy.
Hi.
Is that good, Bennett?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, that's fine.
Just checking.
I would also
okay.
like to finish the Omega stuff at some point in the next 2 weeks.
Yes, me
Because
too.
there's a minion that you can get with those tomestones that is not available unless you've finished it.
Oh,
okay.
right. I didn't think of that as not being
Well,
available.
should I cancel this and we do that?
Yeah, that's more time sensitive. I'd say we do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, because I don't know how. I guess it's. I mean, I don't have a. I've done all of them, so like I don't have a vested interest. I guess I shouldn't be the.
How far are you in Omega stuff, Alyssa?
I'm just looking at that. I have done.
Omega is level 60, 70?
Yeah.
70.
70.
Okay, I've done the Deltascapes. I'm up to the first Sigmascape.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at the second Alphascape one, so I'm a bit ahead. But
I'll just run Dark Knight. I'm at level 80. Okay, so if I'm a tank, hopefully that will go faster. And if I hit the right buttons, it would go faster yet. Okay, so this is...
this one. This is the train. I have not yet done the train, but I have heard a lot about it.
Oh, excellent.
Oh yeah, the train is amazing. Bennett's done that one.
yeah, I said I'm on the second Alphascape one. Is
Yeah,
the
but
where I'm at, so.
I'm not up to
Okay.
those, so we'd have to
Exactly.
run through Sigma.
Okay, so
They
we'll
are
start
fairly
with
quick to run, though.
Sigmascape
Yes.
1.0.
One. Yeah, it's the one.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty active.
Did you
today.
had you seen any of the trailer stuff in from the FanFest, Bennett?
No.
Okay. When
I
Golbez's
haven't
theme
watched
started
it.
blasting out, like there was no Golbez sighting. It's just the theme of Golbez was like playing during one of the dungeon overviews, and it was it's just chills. Super good.
Did I thought I saw like a picture of like a naming way or something. I forget
That's
what
the
those
new
are
Beast
called.
Tribe.
Yes,
Okay,
called
because I
Leparits.
was like, I have to admit, I was like, if they make those a playable character, that's like the only thing I would switch from a Lalafell for. I was like, I want a bunny
They're
Lalafell.
rabbit Lalafells.
I was like,
They
they gave us
kind of
bunny
are,
boys, which is great. Now I want a bunny Lalafell.
Well, it doesn't look like they're playable. They're a beast
I
tribe,
know.
but they are on the moon, and they are waiting for us to get there. So they call them Leparits in this one. So
In,
moon rabbits.
One of my
Yes.
favorite things is that one of the guys that I watch who's done like a world's first raid in Destiny and like does a lot of that high-end stuff. He also plays Final Fantasy XIV, and I follow his Twitter, and yesterday he was like, oh my god, Lollipits, I would die for them, you know, kind of a thing. And it's just so great because, like, he's like a world-class Destiny raider. And
They
also,
confront him with a tiny bunny person, and
Right.
yeah. There was a little in the collectible box that you can actually get with physical stuff in it. There is a small, a little plush Leparit, and they brought out all the stuff on stage for the keynote, and Yoshi P was holding it up, and that picture of his hand holding this little bunny is just been memed everywhere, and everyone's like, oh, to be held like a little bunny in Yoshi P's hands. It was great. Was he's showing off all the stuff, and one of the things is a pin badge of the Azem stone, and that just got a brief flash, and everyone in the chat was like, no, bring that back, we want to see that properly. And so they had started wheeling it off stage, and I had to wheel it back on stage so he could grab the pin and find which camera is on. That one, yes. Yes.
That's funny.
There was I can't remember what set it off, but something happened, and the chat just became, we remember, as a reference to Amaro, and just this flood of people all commemorating part of the story, and I'm like, this is amazing. You guys are
fantastic.
So on board.
It's a really wholesome community.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it really is. I keep seeing stories. That's one of the great things about being on the Reddit is I keep seeing people coming in and going, "Oh my god, you people are so nice." Random person has just decided they've got a few codes for the Butterfinger sponsored mount, and they're just going to source them for people in the EU. And so they have a thread of people saying, I mean, if you've got one, yes, please. And I had to just comment and say, look, you are a genuinely lovely person. Well done, because this is the kind of thing that you wouldn't see in a lot of places. You'd see people offering to, if you send me $20, I'll sort you out or something. And this guy's just like, no, I'll buy them anyway. send me your details. I'll send you a code. Why not? Like that's really sweet.
And this is like, I do like World of Warcraft. I listen to podcasts about it and play it sometimes, but like, it's incredibly negative. Like when a new video comes out or a new trailer comes out, like people are ready to rip it to shreds. And is this the end of WoW? And like it's an incredibly different community. It's not even about the content. Like it's not about whether the content's good or not. It's like I think there's just community based around that's built up around being like hateful towards stuff or really negative.
I feel like it doesn't help that Blizzard has a bad reputation for throwing things out half done. And then like they'll put it out there, and everyone gets really disappointed. And 6 months later, they'll slowly start instituting patches that fix the problems. And they creates a culture of we're waiting to see what they've done wrong this time.
Well, it's the opposite of what their reputation used to be. They used to be known for like taking like extra years on end to put out the most polished stuff. And still like that way for some of their games, but for
WoW, they've sort of started relying on the community to do their playtesting for them. So they'll give it to the community, see what they break, and then go do the patches. And I don't think that makes anybody feel appreciated or welcomed in the game. I think that gives people a different relationship with the game and the company. So I think 14's stance of we desperately want this to be the best thing it can possibly be for you, and we don't want to release anything until it's going to be great, does have an influence on how
but
the
they do release
feels.
It quickly in 14. Like they release it really regularly, like when patches come out. I know that this is even with COVID, like things are still doing pretty fast. I think like the most recent. Oh, go ahead.
People still complain a bit about the content drought between updates, but I'm like, that's just because you did it in a week, you idiot.
Right.
It's not meant to. You ate it all at once, and now you're hungry again. You should have taken your time. But they.
Well, even that considered, like the last World of Warcraft expansion released November 23rd, and there hasn't been of last year, and there hasn't been a patch since. Like there hasn't been like a major patch like 5.1, 5.2. Yeah, like with new raids, with new anything. And it's a long time. It's
that's a long time.
Yeah.
For this
I also think it's interesting. We were talking about story. Rack and I were talking about story and structure earlier, and the fact that WoW doesn't make you the hero. It makes you good. It makes you special. You are good enough to be around all the people who are important, but you're not the pivot of the story. And I think 14 makes players feel more special. And I think that also contributes to the mood when you're playing a game that tells you are the best person and everybody loves you.
Right.
It subtly influences you to be a little bit nicer to the people around you, to be a bit more like a warrior of light. So I think that has an impact.
There's an actual like party that you have. Like you have the Scions are basically the main characters, and they're like buddies and friends, and like it's
right. Yeah. You know, it's been interesting in Destiny. Speaking of droughts and things, I feel like between the last season that was this past winter and this season that's just started with the spring, they've like finally figured out how to deal with that. Because what they've done is they have like one quest that you start with when the season starts, and then it opens up an activity you can do, and then you can like grind for like weapons or gear or whatever with that. But then each week they give you a new like quest to do, and when you finish it, you get more story. And the season is like maybe 15 weeks, and they give you 10 weeks worth. So if you miss some, it's not so stressful. You have time to catch up. But it means that like the whole time there's something a little bit new. Like each
Drip
week as you go
feeding,
do stuff. Yeah, it drips it
it's
through.
a good
and
way.
it's been really fun. It's been actually really cool to kind of see the story. And it feels more real because then it's like, oh yeah, this is building on what happened the week before, and it feels like time has passed, which is really cool too.
I think there's when they announced they were doing the current patch in 2 stages, there was a lot of discussion around the 14 of, do you prefer that, or do you want all your story to come out at once? Do you want to get to it and get through it and focus on the savages, or do you want to have it spaced out a little more? And I don't know. I think there's advantages to both. So
yeah, it's definitely can be a thing, but like I've appreciated. Destiny has had a lot of ups and downs in the last few years in terms of like figuring out how to keep their wide range of player base happy, and it feels like they're finally kind of like getting a method. Which is pretty fun. I am so bad at the Moogle's Paw tonight. So bad, you guys.
I felt optimistic when we signed up for this because it was saying 5 minutes. So
we have tanks. We just need healers.
Yes.
I'm debating whether to go on. I haven't healed in a long time. If y'all be willing to do like a 70, 80, 60, 70, 80 roulette like after this, so I can get a little bit of remembering what my healing buttons do. I'd be open to trying healer on like more Omega stuff, so that we might have a better shot at it.
That's a good idea. I like the thing is I love healing and I wouldn't mind doing it, but I just can't with my button hotbar configuration.
I don't have that excuse.
We just lost
healing,
our
I
other
suck at
tank.
healing and it terrifies me. But I like the raids enough that I'm absolutely willing to do it, and I would say if I'm not willing to do it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we lost our tank. We got.
Oh shit, we did.
I've rarely seen the goblet so busy today. This is odd. These people at the summoning bell.
I'm just upgrading my healing gear a little bit. Yeah, the prices are not nearly as bad as I expected them to be for level 5-10 stuff.
Oh, that's good.
I think it's just been out for a while, and most people it's easily craftable.
Yeah, makes sense.
And anybody, I think 80's been the cap long enough that there are a lot of people who are already at 80. So
yeah,
and they're.
Whereas on day one of the patch, it was like these were going for like $1 million each, and now it's 70,000. This is literally why I rolled a white mage and got it to max level.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I won't kill us all if we end up having to do this.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Yeah, and like, if I knew I could just focus on keeping the tank topped off, I would do it, but like, knowing that might have to do a lot of like target swapping, like, because the way my hotbar is set up, it toggles on and off. So if I'm going to be using my hotbar, it's toggled on, and if I'm going to be selecting a character from the side menu, it has to be toggled off. And if I try to do like selecting a character while my thing is toggled on, it messes it up. So if it's complicated enough, and it's really tough for me to get the right target
No, that
without
makes sense.
messing it up sometime.
Okay, you know what? Screw it. Let's want to not unload us. What's the term for it?
Withdraw.
Withdraw us. Withdraw us from the thing and requeue.
Sure.
Okay. What do these buttons do?
Alright, are you ready for me to rejoin?
I am ready.
Okay. Well, then we have half the team. Oh, plus the DPS. I wonder if it was the same DPS.
Let's see.
Had an interesting thing in the Praetorium run last night with someone who kept getting disconnected and apologizing in the chat. And they're like, at least I keep getting disconnected in the cutscenes. And I'm like, honestly, it's Praetorium. Don't worry
Right, it
about
does not matter.
I mean, of all the places you could get frequently disconnected during some content, you're fine here. And they're like, if I was playing a tank, then I'd just beat the bosses for you every time I came back. I'm really sorry. I'm like, it's okay. It doesn't take us that much longer. And frankly, you get disconnected in Praetorium, you come back, La Habrea is still going to be talking. You're
right,
fine.
right.
The only people I actively will try to kick if I can are people who are clearly like AFK, but just like for most of the run, and just want to use how easy it is to just like not pay attention. Not pay attention. I don't care if they stand in all the AoEs, like, but they'll just be like sitting at the start of the run and just like clearly not be at the computer and might move every so often to avoid getting kicked from the group for AFK. Then it feels like you're gaming stuff in a weird way.
Yeah. I mean, considering how simple Praetorium is and how much of the time you can spend, like, watching something else, I don't know why you'd bother. It's simple enough.
Yep.
You don't have to do anything complicated. Join in, have a bit of fun, make some jokes. People have, various people have their own little jokes about all the stuff in Praetorium because they've just run it so many times. I was joking, oh, it's funny, I feel like I was just here, and someone else is like, no, it can't be, there's no damage. Nothing's been blown up yet. True, we'll have to get to that. So, I've had some really funny teams and some really silly teams and some weird people at times. Yeah. As long as there isn't someone who looks like this is genuinely their first go, we just, you muck around, make jokes, watch stuff when you're not occupied.
Oh man, we were doing surprise some Destiny the other night, and one of our clanmates who we've been running a bunch of raids with, although he hasn't been on recently because he's been helping a buddy who got in a workplace accident. Although his buddy's all healed up now, so we're excited. But anyways, our friend joins in just to chat for a bit, and he was like, yeah, because I've been playing Overwatch, is that what it's called?
Yes.
Yeah, so he'd been playing Overwatch with a group, like an LFG group, and it said it was going fine, and like, except they were making like homophobic jokes, and he's just like, I'm used to it at this point, whatever. And then somebody dropped the N-word, and he was like, you know what, I'm out. And they were like, oh, which role are you? And he was like, tank or whatever. And they're like, oh yeah, well you suck anyways. And he's like, then why do I have the best score? Like anybody in the team. Catch y'all later, you know? And he's like, so yeah, so I saw you guys were on, so I jumped in to chat with you instead. It's like, yeah.
Don't blame me. Yeah.
Oh, God.
And
I have
even
heard
if he had the
things.
absolute worst score, it would impact zero things.
I know, right? But he was just like, why are you even, like, because it was the guy who dropped the N-word, and he's like, that guy was just trying to make himself, like, puff up and, you know.
I have heard bad things about the Overwatch community. It puts off a lot of people who genuinely love the game and just
that's so
don't like dealing with
frustrating.
the
Open voice chat with random groups is like an immediate no for me.
Right? Like,
invitation
It's a
for
deal breaker. It's a deal
problems.
breaker.
Yeah. No, I'm not interested in that kind of gameplay. Even if it isn't actively toxic already, it's just an invitation to toxic people to come in and be annoying. And no thanks. I'll pass.
Hey!
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Thank you for your sacrifice, Andrew.
Absolutely.
Good luck.
I feel good about this.
Oh, come on, DPS.
Come on. The problem is
I
DPS
updated
people get distracted. Hey,
Right?
there we go.
Right?
They think they've got a long wait.
So long. They're probably like teleporting to another place. No.
Or they were
just
probably
give
in
me
the
a
wrong
few
gear
seconds.
temporarily. Hang on, I gotta switch back to my DPS. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this encounter so much.
That's
I
really
hope
cool.
there's nothing complicated I have to do as a tank. I don't remember. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
I've only done the once, so don't. New heal.
Right?
Okay. So, yeah, I don't remember anything.
Oh, I've got a guy open, but I'm not seeing. Oh, hello. There's the train.
I figure I can pretend it's my first time by watching the cutscene.
Oh, interesting people.
Is that? Nope, never mind. I was gonna say there's a player whose name looks a lot like Bennett's, but like
That's okay. I started to read your message that you were a new healer. Like, oh, there's another new oh no, it's Andrew.
Okay.
we're just friendly strangers.
Okay, good. They put on tank mode. I love to see it. See, I just wait. And then I don't put on tank mode.
And
The same thing with Jen.
Oops, stay out of these. There's going to be a ghost. They're going to be deadly. Don't go in the box now either.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Proximity.
knockback. Proximity.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Does the light hurt us if we're
In it.
if we're not does the light hurt us just in general? Like if someone else trains the light on us?
I don't
Spotlight?
think so.
It just affects the ghost, right? Doesn't have
Deals
any
heavy
negative-
damage to the players caught inside it. Yeah.
Oh,
Say again?
It deals heavy damage to anyone caught inside it.
Okay.
But it can be
'cause when
used
it goes
to
off-
get rid of the. It can be used to get rid of the ghosts. So.
got it.
Whoa! Holy shit!
Okay,
Stack. Coming. Wow.
The other healer we nearly got one shot. I'm not sure from that though. Maybe that's the light thing.
Ghost somewhere.
Okay, I've got a ghost on
yep,
me.
I'm tethered.
Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't.
Whoops,
Somebody else
not
does.
that. Ah, not in
Come
the
on.
spotlight.
Trick it. Oh, it's gonna miss. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to drop your ghosts into a spotlight, or you will get taken to the passenger car, and then you have to come back.
Fight your way out.
What? I don't know what I've got, but it shouldn't be stacked.
Yeah, it seems like probably not.
So these are the ghosts we dodge.
Yep.
We'll try to. Yep.
Actually, this is a great way to practice healing, just because everyone's so over leveled that no one's really taking a whole lot of damage.
Okay, I'm not sure what to do here, so
I think as long as you stay close to the other person, and then once it drops, run away from it. Like now, run away. And I don't think there's a wrong thing to do. I've seen people drop them on opposite sides, and then everyone runs to the middle.
Yeah.
That's all. As long as you don't drop it in the, I don't know. There's always order around it.
Right, but yeah, I think I did fine.
Acid rain. Oh, and the train is gone. Phase 2. It's gonna come up beside us.
Oh yes.
Jump on that train?
After, yeah.
Oh, after this.
Right about the area.
Out of those puddles.
Somebody's not moving their puddle. There we go.
Oh, is that a... Oh, it's a jump.
There's the jump.
I love seeing people with Under the Moonlight idols, because that means that they are fans of the best patch. that's the Yatsu fight patch.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Doom chimney. I love this game.
It's so freaking goofy.
I love it so much. Grab a ghost.
Struggle to breathe.
That's right.
Grab a ghost? What?
Yeah, touch a ghost, and then you'll fight Yep. Now you'll fight something
now
solo.
we go to the. Okay. Ghost in passenger carriage.
And then you click on the ether stream afterwards.
Easy. Into the ethereal stream.
Yeah, I did forget about everybody being OP for this. That's got to help the healer.
Yeah, they're just not taking too much damage, so I can kind of
That's
casually
true.
remember my buttons.
Nice. So if we get to one that has more, I don't remember if there are more tanky, annoying things to do, I might switch to healer. Although honestly, it's fine.
I mean, because I don't know, even then it doesn't feel great to. It doesn't feel great to be in a role where you know that you're probably going to, where you're going to be at a disadvantage due to, where things are physically.
Yeah.
So I want to lucid dream, basically all the on cooldown, right?
Yeah, I mean, basically. If I have a lot of NP, I don't, but
if it's like 80% or lower, then probably, right?
Ah, ghosts.
Oh, I got eaten by a ghost.
So did I. It's okay, I was a little
I
slow
didn't see
running
it
away.
till
All good.
Yeah, if you hadn't said ghost, I would have absolutely.
What was that? I'm at proximity. I'm running away.
This is going to
Jumping
be
up the back.
tricky, I think.
Oh, ow. Took a bit of damage there. Oh, into the bubble. Oh, that's good.
Hey.
Nice job.
Lovely. Oh, I got some player commendations. Nice.
Oh, sweet.
Normally that only happens in Praetorium. And Castrum. Ooh. Alright. Well, that was an interesting little cutscene.
And then just let me know when you're ready for the next one.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to do some quick Twitter cleanup because I'm getting retweeted by Trump stuff for some reason.
Oh, God.
From like 3 years ago, too.
I'm
It's like bots. It's bots that are catching me for some reason.
Oh, gross.
So many reasons I'm glad I'm on private.
Unfortunately, Hero Dog has to go, and Jesus Love 735 or whatever has to go too. Apologize to that. Okay. All good again.
Sid and Nero arguing. That's always good.
Glad people are enjoying my tweet about you on the bridge.
It's not my fault BioWare starts me on a bridge with a lot of codices to read.
It was just, I made the joke to Bennett, and then I was like, oh my god, that was too good of a joke not to tweet. I was like, Bennett, get me screen caps. So...
Screen caps, thanks. Credit to me, yeah.
That's right.
The context in this case, Alyssa, is like I played Dragon Age Inquisition like a few years back, or started a few years back, and my first first half hour was spent like on the opening bridge, just kind of reading lore entries and stuff. And I started Mass Effect today, or the other day, and it's the same thing, except I'm on the bridge of a ship.
That's right, Starship Bridge.
There, making no progress, just reading stuff.
Yup.
Okay, I'm through the cutscenes and I've got number 2 unlocked.
Awesome. I will sign us up.
I remembered those going fast.
Yeah.
Because there's not a whole lot of story that happens between them beyond, like, you won, on to the next part of the tournament.
Right. It's the more in between the different big sections that has a little more story.
Wow, this is interestingly complicated.
Which fight is this?
Activate.
Oh, is this the painting fight?
Yeah, Chedanuk.
Oh, yes.
There are paintings that will attack us, and we have to use the sketches on the floor to resist
It's
them.
not as complicated
It's fairly
as
obvious, yeah.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it sounds.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like they focus on...
I haven't... Okay. I remember I just read the Savage fight for fun, and, like, all the paintings are active, and you have to use, like, combinations of different easels with each combination of different paintings that it possesses, and it gets way more wacky, but for this one, it's pretty straightforward, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on a second. Not the caramel one. There's a caramel one, ignore that. No, there is one in a container. I think that might be... yeah. Sorry, Mum's trying to steal our donuts.
Oh no.
Okay. One thing I've just seen is if you need to grab 2 sketches at once and one of them is Air Force, get the other one first.
Correct.
Because you can't use the duty action once you've got the Air Force one. There's a mount involved in the Air Force one, so...
And I wouldn't even worry about the Typhon and the water one, because someone else will do it, like, for everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's not a personal. Okay, cool.
Right. For the Typhon, for the water one person clicks the painting, a rock appears, and you just hide behind the rock to avoid
Hide
the
behind
thing.
that.
And for the other one, one person becomes Typhon and like blows away areas and like clears a space for everyone.
Cool. Okay.
I don't even think you can be. I don't even think multiple people can be Typhon. I think just whoever gets it first is the thing. Hey, have y'all Australia folks seen any of the Resident Evil Village stuff yet?
Yeah, Rax watched some playthrough stuff. I haven't seen a lot of the that's come out now. We watched a few of the demo playthroughs before though, so we'd seen some of it.
I saw Scary Game Squad just started their run a couple days ago.
Yeah, I think Rax's been watching that and laughing a lot. So, always a fan of their takes on various things.
Yeah, and it's the same guy who does great takes on Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah, Jesse's a big fan of both. Yeah,
very positive. He's as positive a dude as you can get.
Yeah, Jesse got very excited with the keynote stuff yesterday as well. Watching there's he and a friend of his put up a video of watching the trailer and just making a lot of excited noises. Because the new trailer looks very interesting.
It does.
And they're like, there's a character appears, and afterwards they're talking about it and saying, we can't give you too much information about who this is, and everyone's like, we know. We didn't even have to read the encyclopedia in Eorzea the way you're suggesting. No, people recognized who that was going to be. That's not hard to recognize. Yeah.
I don't know the context on this yet, but I'll give it another look.
You'll have to watch it at some point. There is one character who we haven't seen before, but when you see him, you can guess. Yeah, it's interesting as well that they muffled the lyrics of the music in the first time around, and this time they're making jokes about, isn't it amazing, the guy got better at singing this time. No, they just stopped muffling so you could hear what he was singing.
Were the lyrics
so
like,
people...
when I make my reaper? Was it like really spoiler lyrics? Or...
Not quite. Well, they say it tells you a lot of things. So apparently Koji Fox sat down he had 3 days, and the story, and the music, and wrote the lyrics. So he's responsible for them, and apparently there are things, as usual with all the music, there are things that once you've done the game, you can look back at it and go, okay, well that's talking about this, and that's talking about that. So people are already trying to decipher all the lyrics, because you can't easily decipher all of them, even though they're not muffled anymore. And they're working towards trying to work out what it means, and what the hints are, and who else is on the moon, and, what are we here for? What are we doing? So, a lot of analysis going on. But yeah, no, that would be why they muffled them the first time. They didn't want to give away too much too soon.
Even without having seen any of the like, I don't know, even though you haven't seen the trailers and stuff, Ben, the chances of us fighting Zeromus or Zemus is like 100% at some point in this expansion, right? It's got to be like 100%.
One would hope.
There we go.
Seriously, I just teleported somewhere.
I saw that.
Come on, DPS.
Hey, there we go.
You gotta invent it.
It didn't make us have to wait another 5 minutes.
These have been fairly short queues, though. It was a good idea to have a tank and a healer.
Yeah. Having done a few things recently where people have actually we've started and then it's dropped and we've lost the last DPS or something and we have to start again. They give you a fair while before they give up. So
Yeah.
an annoyingly long wait, but it's good because you've got time if you were in the middle of changing something or doing something. Oh, quick, close these, open that.
Or like that we have a tank
Here
named
we go.
Claustrophobia.
That's great. Okay.
Yeah, watching these scenes is
Cannot do anything. This is
perfect for letting the other tank take charge.
good.
Oh. Just as I drop my AoE thing. Fine. Okay, so he's going to the fire.
Yeah, so now I'm using the painting on the fire thing. Oh, maybe it was too soon. I don't remember what the timing is supposed to be for this. Now it's... Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's a fairly long time that you have that buff, so...
Oh, you just walk over it and use the thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
use the paintbrush while you're on top of the painting.
Okay, I was trying to target the painting and it wasn't working.
Yeah.
I'm like,
okay.
how does this work again? I've only done this the one time, so...
Right.
What's he going for this time? Alright, it's the...
Yeah, so now we're saying the same thing. We use the thing over the...
Air Force.
Use the thing over the thing with the thing.
So that you can be floating.
And you have to actively... now you have to actively get out of it.
Dismount.
Ow.
And these things will chase you. If you're targeted by this thing, run away and keep running away.
Right.
It will chase you. Oh shit, that person's running towards the group.
I think they realized.
Ask me how I know that you can actively kill people by accident doing that. So one person will hit the thing here and just pop around. Let me do it. I'm doing it. I got it. Okay, good. Yeah, so there's going to be like a tidal wave that blasts forth from the painting shortly, and we'll just hide behind this rock.
Towards the middle of the room, right?
Towards the middle,
Yeah.
If it...
Yeah, it's fun little mechanics in this one. Claustrophobia is our other tank's name.
Yep. Alright, what's he grabbing this time? He's doing the, someone's already on time.
They got it, and so they'll
blow away the bad things.
They'll try to blow away the bad things, but there's still... it's sometimes a hit or miss thing, so just kind of watch for where a safe zone appears as they...
Yep.
As they blow stuff away.
So kind of over here by the rock in the middle.
Yeah, or by the woman, by the painting maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Why people are tethered?
Oh, get away, get away. Run. I forgot about the tether.
Stack.
Stack. It's nice having 2 white mages. Makes it easier for you, Andrew. Oh yeah, and then there's fire and water.
Yeah, so get fire, and then hide behind water. Get the fire debuff and then, or fire buff, and then hide behind the rock.
Yeah. Oh, right. This part of the rock.
Behind the rock. There's a haunt somewhere that is presumably going to be a problem.
I don't think it is. I don't know what it's. I don't think it's something targetable. I think it's like a.
It's not targetable yet, but
I don't think it even will be. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Maybe it's the thing that casts those water spouts.
Yeah, it reminds me, there's, in the new raid in Destiny, there's like a really complicated boss where, there's like 2 different rooms. One room is down on the planet and the other one is in the space station. You can take like a rocket, like a launch pod in between. But like logistically it was difficult for them to program it, so apparently they have like a hidden room up in the spaceship area where like there's like an enemy there that represents the boss's health, and people figured out like a way to clip through the wall and just kill that guy.
I always love the weird ways that
what
things
that
like that
haunt
work.
reminds me of, where it's like maybe
Well, I like
if you could
the,
find that and kill it, it would just kill the boss.
It's amazing.
Something.
I like the way in WoW, invisible enemies are rabbits. They're a lot of things are done with invisible rabbits in WoW. It's not invisible enemies. Sorry, they use it as a mechanism. There's invisible rabbits that are how a lot of things work, because they couldn't program it. They just reused the code and just made the rabbits not visible, but they can do things. And there is something in a Fallout game where a train is someone's hat. That's the only way they could do. The way they chose to code it is there is a person walking the tracks with a very large
train hat.
Train hat, yeah. And
That
so that's how they
reminds
managed to make
me
the train work.
Of something Jordan was telling. I forget what game he was telling us about, but it was like where they made mounts like horses are actually like a pair of pants. And so it was like, so the best part is when you dismounted, it would technically go into your inventory, although you couldn't see it there. And then the problem was that when you had a horse, you were supposed to like feed it, and there was this bug where if you were dismounted for long enough and you weren't feeding your horse, it would eat your inventory because it was technically a pair of pants in your inventory.
Wow. Oh dear.
I love it. I love it so much. I'm gonna go to the gold saucer.
Oh, I should have done that. Oh well. I'm in a cutscene, so let me know when you're done.
Yeah.
I remember this next one is a little bit tougher. This next fight is a little bit tougher, but I don't remember the details of it.
Which one is it?
It's the mech one, I think. It's the one that's like loading program.
Yep. Maybe I won't be a tank. No, I can tank it. I can tank it.
You got this.
I just know there's going to be times where I have to grab stuff, but I can do that.
He just stands there in silence until we move him.
It's all right now. We're going to help you get better.
Fancy meeting you here.
Alphino Yushtola! I thought you were attending to primal matters.
We were.
Releasing May 20. I'm looking at the fanfare or the live letter notes. Releasing May 25th. Reward for collecting all triple triad cards.
We had resigned
I feel like if Carrie heard that, then she might be back.
Could it be that there has been progress with the treatment? using Magitech terminals to formulate the solution. I would never have
What's the deal with female Rothgar, by the way? Is that going to be a thing?
Yes, but they don't know when yet. They announced the Bunny Boys, and then they said that they couldn't do the. They thought about waiting till they had them both ready, but they wanted to focus on the game, and they didn't want to make people wait forever for any of them. So they thought they'll give us. They'll give us what they've got ready, and the rest will come later. So we are expecting them, just not yet. And we're sort of hoping that it's somewhere before then they'll have figured out how to let them change their faces and hair without using Fantasia. But don't think anyone's holding their breaths for that. Then again, they weren't holding their breaths for the boy bunnies, and that was... It sounds like it's another case of people who people just really wanted it, so they people who work for Square decided to devote some personal time to it.
Your mom was just calling, asking if you're ready, and then she went outside. So.
Sorry, I think the dog's coming and that sort of thing. That's what that is, yeah.
It's really rather efficient.
Be that as it may, certain difficulties are unavoidable. The imbuing process will still require no small amount of ether. And, as I can no longer draw upon the Crystal Tower's stores of energy, I will be compelled to rely on those of others.
Well, I, for one, would be glad to assist.
I'm gonna pick up my cactpod thing, so I'm gonna take another look around. I have these reading glasses that I use when I play video games, just to cut out the blue light. And, I don't know where I put them. So I gotta look around and try to find them again.
Permission, then? Let us begin.
I got a 4th prize, which means I got 3 4th prizes. I got a 3rd prize!
Yay!
63,000 MGPs.
Nice.
That is the best I've ever done.
Yes.
Last 2 numbers match.
Right, I have unlocked the next one.
And now, it's my turn.
Wow, that difference between 4th prize and 3rd prize is no joke. Holy crap. That's awesome.
Tis done.
No small amount indeed.
Well, we seek to go where even the Allegans did not. It was never like to be easy. The rest is up to you.
I'll be back in just a sec. I just want to make sure there's nothing in the hall that the dog can eat.
That is a good idea.
Sounds reasonable.
We need a quiet room. I'm sure our hosts can spare one. I will go with her. It may be a while before we return, so I would ask for your patience and your faith.
We'll bring Gabu back. You see if we don't.
Twould seem our part is played. Let us find a place to recuperate while we wait for news.
I will be back in a minute. I'm going to grab a snack.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna go look for my glasses again. I'm starting to feel it.
I'm out of the cutscene.
Okay.
escape, and that's all of it, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know how far we'll get today, but we're just pushing it as we can.
Oh, sorry, it took longer than I thought. Are we still? Oh, there we go. Whew. Had to go assist and have now met the dog. She's not terribly happy about my brother having left. Oh. Oh.
Hello again.
Ah, hello.
I'm going to... Are we queuing up?
Good question. Hello, are the others there? Laura?
I guess not. Okay.
I took a little longer than I meant to, because...
No worries, I got a snack.
I moved the important things out of the hall, and then realised that Mum had gone out the front, left the door open, and was now in the backyard with the dog. And I thought, no, I'll go check where they are, introduce myself to the dog, and then hopefully Mum won't come interrupt me again. She's very sweet. She's whining a little bit because my brother left. And
oh no, the saddest puppy.
She's only been with him for 2 days, but she's like, no, I know him. I can trust him. He's the one who gives food. So my brother's very good with dogs. He's fostered a bunch, and he very quickly they are treat him like he is dad and he is important. So, but she looks very cute. She's I still don't know how anybody did get across between a bull Arab and a bulldog. Bull Arab.
What was the first one?
Dog.
I don't know what a bull Arab is.
Bull Arab dogs are quite large.
Googling it. Bull Arab dog. Okay, I've never heard of that dog before.
No, they're if you look them up, the first thing that comes up says the Bull Arab is a type of dog developed in Australia for pig hunting. So, yeah.
I didn't know pig hunting was a thing.
We have feral pigs, boar, and stuff like that living out in the bush. Descendants of escapees from various farms, presumably, but they've settled in and they do a lot of damage to the land, and they need to be dealt with. So people go out pig hunting, but they're, like I said, they're a cross of multiple different things. A bit of Bull Terrier, a bit of Great Dane, a bit of Greyhound, a bit of Mastiff, so they get to be... They're pretty big, pretty stocky. My brother's partner's parents had a couple of Bull Arabs, and they can be a bit aggressive if you're not careful. And I still don't know why anybody would breed one with a bulldog. I guess they're going for a more stronger jaw or something. But yeah, she doesn't have the temperament to hunt. She's too nice.
Okay, I am back.
Hey, you're back.
Is Andrew back?
Yes, he is.
Yes,
And I'm going to pull out my mic while I eat carrots loudly.
Okay, but I can start it. I can sign this up.
Yes, I will put my mic back in
if you
once
guys are ready,
or either when the carrots are done or when the queue pops.
Then if people are ready for 3.0, I will sign us up.
Awesome.
Awesome.
It's too bad these don't give us the tombstones.
Yeah, unfortunately I think it's only the first 4 of
Yeah.
the Delta Scapes, so it's a shame. Otherwise we'd have a much shorter queue. But I suspect a lot of other people are doing this to get the OMG minion out of the tombstones.
Oh, hi, Valfor. Here you go, kitten. I have a lap. You can sit on it. Oh, you're just jumping to the shelf? Oh, okay.
You're not a lap, you're a step.
Yeah, pretty much. I think she wanted me to turn on the faucet for her when I went by the bathroom, but I was only looking in the bathroom for my glasses, which Bennett found. They fell under the side table.
Ah.
So, yes, very happy.
Okay, so the next patch is like 9 days away. That's cool.
Nice.
Oh, one thing everyone was disappointed about yesterday was that they didn't give us more information about the island sanctuary thing. Everyone's like, no, we want to know about Stardew Valley, the the Final Fantasy XIV version. But all they did was mention that it's not going to be restricted to gatherers and crafters. It's going to be all jobs, so you won't have to have a specific class to do it, which is good. Because it does look like it doesn't look like a battle thing. It looks like a much more casual thing.
Mm-hmm.
Look in the Discord. Trying to see if there's anywhere they will be doing a running commentary of what's happening in the live letter. I've got a couple of Discords that will be discussing things. One thing that a lot of people got really excited about was there's a new data center, and even though they keep saying we're in this for the long haul, we're going to keep supporting this game, we want it to last, everyone's sort of like, yeah, you say that, but you can't prove that. And then they go, okay, we're spending millions of dollars on a data center in Australia, Okay, we do think you might be in this a little. You might be sticking around a little while if you're willing to invest that kind of time and money.
Right.
Cool. Oh, here we go.
Nice. Hey, Balfour. Oh, she found my lap. That's right.
It waited until I put the whole carrot into my mouth.
I know there's going to be a guy that as the off tank I'll have to grab. That'll be fine.
So both our tanks are Lalafels.
Nice.
Actually, we've got 5 Lalafels this time.
Wow.
What's a group of Lalafels called?
Ooh. Hey, someone who does time countdowns.
A haggle?
A haggle.
Oh, good. The dancers doing their stuff. Excuse me.
Oh, I'm Bill Laser.
Watch out. He's doing, some untelegraphed, or not AoE marked stuff.
Arm and Hammer.
Okay, it's the airplane. Loaded. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
I don't remember, but
I think
it's happening.
Yeah, I have no memory. I know Dataluma is like you have to get close to him, and because he'll do like a knockback and he'll knock you into the death wall.
Okay, watch the missiles from the side.
And the back. Yeah, coming from multiple directions.
Yeah.
But they're lovely and slow, so...
Yeah, they're... You know to be looking, they're not too bad. Okay, bombs drop near the middle.
Open those. They've got timers on them.
Yeah. Oh,
I think one person has to get into them, or something. I don't remember what the deal is with bombs.
Oh.
I think someone killed one, so...
I stepped into one because on instinct.
Okay.
But, like,
they're loading the martial arts guy.
I'm getting close to this. Like, yeah, I feel like it's going to knock me into a death wall.
Nice. Good.
Or
heads up. You want to be near a
Parachute
corner.
or paralyzed wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone's soak one.
These are stand in a thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one that... Okay, yeah. We're good.
What's a Suna? Oh, there's a Suna.
There's something for you to...
Alright, so there's the ad.
Okay.
Ah!
Okay. Come here. Try to get him away from...
What's next? I think there's going to be a bunch of tentacles here.
Okay. Hey, I did my tanky job though. My off-tank job.
Tentacle simulator. Okay.
There's the tentacles. They're going to smack down in different directions. There they are.
Yeah.
And then another ad's going to come out, the actual Ultros. Here he is.
Is this my guy again?
This is your guy.
Okay, I got this guy.
And beware of shit from above, but I don't remember how to beware of it.
Okay. That seems bad. Okay, there's a proximity bomb. Oh, whatever. What's his face is gone.
Loading,
Mech guy.
Yeah, mech face.
Angry face mech.
Oh, Bibliotaph, that's right. This is like the
Is this a stand in it box or yeah?
3 people stand in it at once and then go to the next one.
We need a
Okay.
And if we don't, it's not like we wipe or anything. Just demons come out. I think we're gonna get 2 demons.
No, too late.
Okay, let me...
And so pick them up if you can. I think.
Yep. I'm having trouble targeting. Why can't I target?
Oh, and there's another guy. There's the bibliotaph itself.
Okay, I got a bibliotaph Nost. I can't... For some reason, my targeting scheme is not... Oh, shit, I know why.
Are you a lollipop?
Goddamn hotbar.
Oh.
It's my fucking hotbar. Sorry.
We're doing good. No worries.
It's because it got stuck on the, which thing it's displaying in the chat instead of like on enemies because I hit the
that's
wrong
really
thing
annoying.
at one point. Okay, grab bibliotaph.
Nice.
At the end.
Now we're getting another guy.
Loading. Okay, this is the one where you have to get close to it and like you're ready to push to a corner.
Yeah. Much better.
I'm good at staying close to it.
Oh, cannon coming out. Frontal cannon. And soak the thing.
There's one under him that's not being soaked.
Oh, there it is. I was like, where is it?
Oh.
I just took a Magitech cannon to the face because I didn't see it coming.
That's okay. That just proves how manly you are.
Valorous is very manly, it's true.
What's a Flawless Misery? Oh, that's the Blood Lily thing. That comes later. Okay. Air Force is coming. This is the slow missiles for now.
Okay.
Assuming he doesn't die in the next few minutes. He's down to 3.
Probably just use the DPS limit break. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is an ad, but
nice.
Yeah, it's not going to matter. There we go.
Ooh.
GG. I'm going to resume carrot eating off mic.
Okay.
Okay. Laura, are you going to vote on the loot?
Oh, I'm gonna leave, if that's what you mean.
That'll work. No.
Oh, that'd be great. Carrie's taking care of butter duty tonight. Gotta pill and butter this cat.
For years, Eorzea has labored to find a solution to the primal problem, without success. Any hope that tempering could be reversed faded long ago.
Oh, you might have to cut more, Carrie.
I myself had given it up as impossible. Given up on the tempered and the light-corrupted alike. They were problems to be tolerated, or else eliminated, I believed. And to think otherwise was pure naivety. Childishness, even.
Don't forget to bring Val for hers.
To give up.
She is in breathless anticipation. This cat. She's sitting up between my legs and she's watching Carrie in the kitchen.
however much we get,
There it is.
I
Perfect.
have
Thank
the
you,
greatest
Carrie.
respect for my sister.
Yeah.
Half her stubbornness, nay, her unwillingness to accept the status quo, I would be a far better person.
This cat loves her butter. Thank goodness. Carrie set it on the blanket. Now Wilfer's licking the blanket.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
My graduation.
Thank you.
How very.
Can I share what made these carrots so good?
Yes.
Nonetheless,
It's this. I don't know. I've seen it on salads in Japanese restaurants. This like ginger dressing, this like chunky ginger dressing.
Ah.
It's so good. Makoto. It's just got store brand is like Makoto. It's so good.
Huh. I would never have thought to do that.
Carrots and ginger is a thing, I think. It's,
Alize,
yeah.
are you all right?
Okay.
The treatment. Did it work?
Are we up for one more after the cutscenes?
I am, for sure.
Yep.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you all.
I'm
Delighted,
almost
happy,
unlocked, I
glad.
think.
Gaboo!
Did Gabu have voice acting last time we saw him?
I do just have to jump somewhere and go do something with my retainers before.
With thoughts of great Father Titan.
When back home.
But I never forgot about Mother and Father. Always, they were in my heart. Constantly, ever, always. So I tried to focus on their faces. Theirs and yours. Alize's and everyone's. And I found that I could remember. One thing, then another, and another.
Your hopes reached Gaboo. They helped him to hold on.
Someday I might put the visor up during these cutscenes.
I couldn't have done it without you, Alize. Can you help the others too? Cure them, heal them, help them.
Yes, we can.
Okay, we're good. Anytime you want to queue.
Okay.
I'm in a cutscene.
I will wait for a minute to get out of the cutscene.
Without wishing to dampen the mood, I feel compelled to add certain caveats regarding the viability of the treatment for general use. As you know, reversing the effects of tempering demands a profuse amount of ether.
I remember this
Alize
one.
was able to heal Gaboo alone.
Yes.
I fear the same will not be true for those who exhibit more advanced symptoms. Moreover,
This is Kefka coming up, right?
are limited to the soul. It offers no succor to those whose very flesh
Bless
has
you.
been altered through prolonged exposure to a primal's influence. All of which is to say that we cannot save everyone.
I know.
Maybe we can't, or maybe we can. No one gave us a hope of saving Gaboo, and yet here we are.
You got like an hour
We
before
must
second
find
dinner,
a way
dude.
to treat as many as possible.
Then the next logical step would be to produce a veritable army of corpses, would it not? Granted, it seemed a simple enough process in the first, but I suspect it will be different here in the source. Not that I am any authority, of course.
Yet there is an authority on familiars to whom we may grudgingly turn. She's stubborn, haughty.
Okay, so this next one involves tricks.
Laconic.
Sometimes
Yes.
it is not what it says it is. Okay.
And her
The
name
question
is
marks
Master
tell all.
Matoya, the real one.
I think the toughest part of this one for me was two things. One is sometimes he teleports to the side,
But the people
and you
here
have
look
to.
after you, right?
do the right thing. You have to move to the right place, like when he's teleporting to the edge of the platform, or else you'll get knocked off. I just don't remember what the right thing is. Like, there's a way to tell. Like, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
It's but I don't remember what the tell is. So if you see that in your strategies, like, let me know.
What have we got for?
I should say, please let me know. You don't have to. It's not a demand. That came off kind of rude, so sorry about that. But...
I'm out of the cutscene.
Okay, the suggestion I'm saying is he does the teleportation is he goes to an AoE, and the AoE will be called Timely Teleport, and they suggest you stand by the edge of that, and that way you'll be out of the way when if he does beams, but if he doesn't, he will then 3 seconds later do the knockback, which is arrow assault. And that way, if you see that there aren't beams, you run around the front of the AoE as quickly as possible, and you won't get hit by the knockback. So.
Thank you.
That's in phase 2.
Laura, can you ask Alyssa if Rex had a chance to... I already did, and Rex has been watching some of it live and some of it recorded. He's been really enjoying it.
Oh, there we go. That was quick.
There we go.
Oh, commence. I had my headphones. Sorry, I had my headphones off because Carrie was asking me a question. I mean, I put my headphones
didn't
on,
expect it to be that quick.
and I was like, "Why is my screen ticking at me?"
Oh well, this isn't terrifying at all.
Yep.
Yeah, Kefka is one of the great villains in Final Fantasy history.
Mm-hmm.
From Final Fantasy VI, I mean. He was a pretty nasty guy.
Yep.
There's a fun carbuncle themed outfit in this.
Yes. Yes, there is.
Oh, that's fantastic. Look at those slippers and everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay, they have not... Or is that their tank mode? That must be their tank mode.
Yes.
I was like, I don't recognize that one, but...
Yep, they're a warrior.
Okay.
So add to this?
Yeah, because it does have the question
And
marks.
I'm tethered to somebody. Do we move apart, stay together?
Yeah, that's a Dragoon thing.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a good
close
thing.
together.
They must be a dragoon because
for a bonus.
I never use that.
I have an AoE.
There it is.
Whoa, they were big.
Okay, so there's going to be a question mark one coming up, I think.
Stay
Yeah,
inside
so get
it.
in the
Get
question
inside
mark.
it. Get inside it. Get on
Question
these.
mark as well.
It is so weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, it is. Or even image, blow them all away, whoosh. Is this like we have to get to something? Oh yeah, we have to get towards it, towards the hand, I think, and it'll do a knockback. So we want to get close to the hand that's glowing. I could be dead wrong.
Oh, this bit would probably be the... Nope.
There we
Yeah,
go.
you were right about the knockback.
that side. Damn it. I was on the wrong side.
The other hand also glowed, but it had AoE markers coming from it.
Oh, okay.
So that one just did damage.
Oh, right, I can't just... I'm not a red mage, I can't just res you and leave you at low health.
Stack.
Stay in the middle. Okay, he's
Timely teleport. Okay, so we're getting... He might do a blast towards the center.
To the side of this thing, yeah.
Okay, nice.
Done. Yeah, so he only did... Oh, arrow assault. That's going to be the knockback.
Okay.
Oops, smoke out, lost it.
Okay,
Or breathing shenanigans.
Okay, so that's doing that.
Oh, there's the hand, I see.
Oh.
Well, I mostly just got lucky on that one because I didn't see where the hand was.
Yeah, I'm kind of just relying on being a little bit lucky here.
I think, well, Capcom might not necessarily appreciate that.
Okay, it's a different statue.
I think this is a gaze thing? No, Scorch for just half, I didn't see.
I think this was like half the field.
Oh, half
when
the,
you
you're
get to
right,
the other
yeah.
side, I think.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
I was right.
Ultima Upsurge.
Yeah, it's just probably AoE.
Just gotta soak it out. Okay.
More Graven Image.
So same thing, half the room?
Yes.
Which, can you tell? That side, yeah.
Yeah.
Teleport again. Stand to the sides of the teleport, and then you can see what it's going to do next.
Okay, arrow assault coming. Knock back.
Oh, damn. Nice. Didn't get around in front in time. That one didn't have a cast timer, I don't think.
Graven image. Same thing again.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, left side.
Okay, to the side where I am. Yeah, it's hard for me to say left or right, like, because we're all around him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was the left. I guess I could say if the statue's left is glowing or something the next time.
Well, technically it was the statue's right, but as it faces
yeah,
us,
right. So that's why it gets
helpful.
Confusing.
Yeah, I think just telling us to look at the
this
Okay,
one-
this is the gaze or not gaze. If there's a question mark, okay, no question mark. Look away.
Okay,
So look away.
Graven image.
Look at it. Look at the gear.
Look at it.
Question. Look
And
at
stand
it.
in
Look
the
at it.
thing.
Look at it and stand in an AOE.
Oh shit, shit, shit. I was standing in between, looking at it, so thank you.
Okay, he's doing the teleport again. And then which one's he doing?
Arrow assault.
Get in front, get in front.
Go.
Nice. No one got hit that time. Or knocked off, rather.
Yeah. We're learning.
Yeah, this is going
You
well.
have to knock me off a platform twice. Raven image. This time.
And
Okay, look at it.
And then look at this. Look at it, and keep an eye out for.
How long do we have to
Stack.
look at
The
it?
stack.
Oh, in the stack.
There's
In
a stack,
the in
and
the
it's going to be
question
in an AOE and stack. Oh crap! I can't even see
They
whether-
ran to the wrong side, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's okay. or smoke out.
Ultima.
Graven image. Look at
And
it.
look at it.
Where is
And
that?
Stay
don't
out of
stand
the
in the
AoE.
steps.
Teleporting again. Beams.
Okay.
No knockback. Image. Don't look at it. Stack.
And in the middle. Good. Oh, we got it.
Yay.
Yes.
There we go. Whew.
Giving Smoke Out a commendation just for sticking with it.
Right.
33 on Mead. Come on.
Let me check. I don't know if I have it. Minion guide. Oh, I got it. I can always use another one. Though.
Hey, Athena, it looks like, was able to hop on and join a little bit ago. Saw the Kefka fight. Nice.
I think that's about it for me for tonight.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Okay. Yeah. We got through.
That doesn't mean that's
those,
just for
so...
me though. I don't want to pressure anyone else.
I think I should go help Mum with the dog.
Sounds like it.
Enjoy the rest of the dog time, and take pictures if you can, and send to the I don't know, post them.
We've got some pictures already, so I will share
you.
pictures.
All right. See y'all later.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
I think I'm gonna finish this gladiator quest before I hop off.
Okay. I was just doing some main story quests in between, so.
Nice.
That's right, that's right. God, it's been a while.
Oh, this is gonna be an instance. Okay, let me see here. Oh, we'll see how it goes. I might need to get better gear. We'll see.
heard from you all this time, then you bring every man and his pirogo with you. Did no one teach you any manners, girl?
They were too busy teaching me etherology, Master. Jesting aside, I wanted to be the one to express our gratitude. I am told you spared no effort to sustain our bodies while we were away. And for that, we owe you our lives. Thank you.
You were gone so long. I was starting to think you'd set your heart on staying.
It wasn't easy to leave, as it happens. Seldom does one have the opportunity to study other worlds, and I would not have minded extending my stay by a handful of years.
Ever the scholar. Y'shtola dedicated herself to studying ancient civilizations of the First, befriending a tribe known as the Knights Blessed in the process. There she took on the name of Matoya and won the respect of all the children of the forest.
I merely adopted an alias in accordance with the custom of my hosts.
I remember
Yours
that
just
part.
happened to be the first name that came to mind.
You mean to tell me you went gallivanting about using my name and only bother to visit when you need a favor? And don't pretend you don't. I taught you long enough.
Indeed. And devoted pupil that I am, I could not fail to recall my master's sage advice. When the answer eludes you, look to the wisdom of your elders.
You there. Were you going to introduce yourself?
How remiss of me. Grahatir is my name, and I am proud to call myself a scion. I too wish to offer my gratitude for your invaluable aid in sustaining the Archon's bodies, as well as my apologies. It was my inexpert summoning spell which endangered their lives in the first place.
Ah, yes. The one bent on digging up the mysteries of Alag. Old Galaf used to speak of you, and Kryles told me all about your recent exploits. Do you have a bad back or something? At ease, boy. Whatever mess you've made, I'm not in the habit of dwelling on the failings of the younger generation.
You are too kind. I have also heard much and more about you, Master Matoya. 'Tis an honor to finally make your acquaintance.
Well, that's more than enough pleasantries for anyone. Tell me what you want. I haven't got all day. So that's the way of it. It should be a simple enough matter to make the familiar. The magic, on the other hand.
Ah, that you may leave to me. Being the only one possessed of royal blood, I alone can imbue the subject with the necessary magic.
So I just need to create porxes with the power to stir the soul. Just, I say. Though we're talking about a veritable herd of the little buggers, we'd collapse before we reached double figures. But if I could get a familiar to create the familiars, a mother porxie, as it were. Seems I haven't seen the last of that moldy old hole after all.
there's more side questy stuff. I haven't done these yet. 59? How did I miss these?
I don't know.
Side quests in... I'll have to come back.
Okay, I'm gonna hop out of the chat and switch to my other game.
Okay. You have 2 cats on your lap, so I suppose I'll be the one to go make tea. Sorry, I'm just gonna pick up these quests, I think, and then I'm gonna turn off the stream, so... Okay, that'll do for today.
I went up the elevator and I accidentally hit the button and went down the elevator and I have to go up the elevator again.
I heard that they at least made the elevators faster.
Yes, the elevators hide loading scenes.
Yeah.
And loading scenes are faster now, loading times, so.
But I also saw that because there are occasionally like conversations between your people in the elevators, you can wait for them if you want.
Yeah, it gave me an option to skip, but we were mid-conversation, so I'm like, no, I'll keep listening. I think the elevator loading scenes is brilliant.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, Carrie is streaming that, so